Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host Nathan P. Butler. If you're looking for an episode on a home video item, skip this one. This is kind of a weird one. One of the things that I've been covering here on the show has been the AFI Life Achievement Award packages presented for different people like George Lucas and John Williams when they received their awards. For example, you've got that George Lucas AFI DVD set. You've got the Blu-ray set for John Williams. We've looked at their programs. We looked at some stuff actually from the ceremonies, like with George Lucas from the ceremony, one of the CDs used to play the music for William Shatner's musical number and stuff like that at the ceremony. We looked at like the big bag from the George Lucas ceremony, where you had the bag, you had the home video set, you had a book and a toy and a CD and so on and so on. But one of the things that I've been trying to figure out for years is whether or not such a set might have existed for anyone else related to Star Wars. And if you go backwards down the AFI list, backwards in time, the next one who seems like if he was going to have one, would have had one, was Harrison Ford. Except his was in 2000. So it couldn't be DVD. You know that if he got some kind of package, surely it would have included Star Wars, but it couldn't have been DVD because DVD wasn't there yet for Star Wars until 2004. For the original trilogy at least, which would have fit with Harrison Ford. The person who, if I remember correctly, did their award the year after Harrison Ford was Barbara Streisand, if I remember correctly. And she had a big VHS set to go with hers. Like, I've actually seen the VHS set for Barbara Streisand on eBay. So it sort of begs that question. Was it that Barbara Streisand got the first of these types of sets? Or is it that Harrison Ford would have had one also and we've just never seen it come up on eBay? I honestly don't know the answer to that question. But I did finally, for the first time, see something specifically related to I almost said Han Solo, to Harrison Ford's AFI Life Achievement Award in 2000 actually show up on eBay and managed to scoop it up. So I wanted to show you that part of the ceremony, part of kind of the bigger picture for Harrison Ford, even though we still have kind of a big question mark looming of whether maybe he ever had a VHS set to go with it. And that is this. Kind of a combination of things here. This is the program here. It says AFI, American Film Institute 2000 Life Achievement Award in honor of Harrison Ford. The back is blank. Inside, there's various papers and whatnot, which made me think that maybe because of some of the stuff that's in here, maybe there wasn't a home video release. You have basically a press release type thing. American Film Institute Advancing and Preserving the Art of the Moving Image. A little two-pager thing, kind of a press release kind of thing here with AFI letterhead and all. You have a biography of the executive producer, presumably of the presentation, George Schlatter, or Schlatter, S-C-H again, two-page affair. A biography then, as you would expect, of Harrison Ford himself, which in this case is basically, you've got 2 pages of sort of like biography, and then you have an abridged filmography that runs a couple of pages there, which of course does include Star Wars, 20th Century Fox in 1977, The Empire Strikes Back, 20th Century Fox in 1980, and of course Return of the Jedi, 20th Century Fox in 1983. Okay. Then you have the sort of program, I guess you'd call it, that's got the credits for who was running the actual presentation. The American Film Institute Salute to Harrison Ford, Wednesday, April 12, 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Pacific Time on CBS. Executive producer, director, writer, presenters, etc., etc., etc. Okay. Along the side, it tells the previous honorees over here, which is kind of cool. Then what is basically a press release about the actual presentation and the TV special. Another 2-page affair here. It says, the American Film Institute Salute to Harrison Ford, set to air on CBS, April 12, 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Pacific Time, or ET/PT. Ford receives the AFI 28th Life Achievement Award in star-studded tribute celebrating his career in film. Then you have a press release about the award itself, who has previously received it. Another 2-page affair here. With that then, you got this little kind of filmy packet, whatever you want to call it, envelope. And it includes a glossy photo of Lucas and Harrison Ford. Down at the bottom it says, AFI Life Achievement Award winner Harrison Ford with Star Wars director George Lucas, photo by Lee Salem. The American Film Institute salute to Harrison Ford, and again repeats the time it airs. Right? And then with that, interestingly, is a thing that, you know, newer viewers are going to be like, what are those? They're called slides. Slides. You know, like a slideshow, you think of as PowerPoint as a slideshow, right? Because it's one image followed by one image followed by one image, click, click, click through the pages. We'll see kids before computerized stuff like that to show slides you make on the computer. Slides were these things that held photographs that were transparent that you could then stick inside a little player thing that shined light through it, kind of like a film projector, and showed a still image up on the wall, and you could click through and go like through a rotating little container full of these little slides to see the individual images. Well, it's got a little thing that can hold 4 slides and has 2 in it. They both say 2000 AFI salute to Harrison Ford, copyright Lee Salem. This one says George Lucas and Harrison Ford. It's a little weird there. I got to put something behind it or you're not going to be able to see the picture because, again, they are transparent. It's basically a color version of this. And the other one, left to right, Steven Spielberg, Harrison Ford, George Lucas. You can see the picture there. Having these is what makes me think that maybe this was all that there was. Because if there were slides, wouldn't they have been inside something other than this folder maybe? And boy, that's a lot of detailed stuff in this folder for there to have been anything else to go with it. Like for George Lucas, there was a book, not a filmography written out, just on like a press release. So is it possible that this is all there is for Harrison Ford? Yeah, it definitely is possible. Would I hope that maybe there's a VHS set out there that I could acquire someday as part of my collection to go with the ones for Lucas and for John Williams? Oh, absolutely. I hope there is. That'd be really cool. I'd love to have that in my collection. But I've yet to see evidence for its existence, even though we know there is evidence for the existence of such sets, at least as of 2001, the next year, with Barbra Streisand. Was there one in 2000? I don't know. Hopefully we'll find out someday. One way or another. But at least for now, I have this in my Star Wars home video collection as a little oddball side item, a supplemental item, to continue the trend of picking up the AFI Life Achievement Award stuff for these individuals involved in Star Wars here, and at least have something to represent Harrison Ford's honoration, if that's the word that I should be using there, the honoring of Harrison Ford back in 2000. With that, we'll wrap up this episode. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with the home video viewers.